I just turned 30, and when my dad was my age, he was hitchhiking across the country, searching for adventure. He would get in any random person's car that could get him from A to B, just so he could find something new. He was going town to town, playing music with people, and he has wild stories about like being in the back of a car when that car was robbing a gas station, because he was hitchhiking and he had to barrel roll out of the car with his best friend. And mostly I feel like what I do is scroll on TikTok, chat, and have a coffee. Am I not? We're living in the golden age of content. You can watch unlimited content at any given second in the palm of your freaking hand. Space stuff, food stuff, animal stuff? Yeah, babe, we've got it. But when you can consume limitless captivating content, how the f are you supposed to have a personality? Today I'm venturing out to answer the impossible question, how do I be interesting? In order to be a content creator, you have to be interesting. Right? In order to make stuff that you think people are gonna watch, you have to be like, actually, I'm pretty interesting. Actually, I have, I know something about history. Or I know something about food. Or I know something about being charming. And I'm having trouble with that part of it. Do you think you're an interesting person?
Whoa, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I am. And that's something that, like, it takes some time to get there.
And what are your interests?
Hanging out with my friends.
When I worked at BuzzFeed, which is like a content factory, ultimately, they have you do this test. It's not a BuzzFeed quiz. I'm not talking about which Disney princess are you gonna be. It's an exercise where you get a piece of paper, and in 5 minutes, you are tasked with writing down every single interest that you have.
I think, I'm a great listener. I love my family.
Sorry.
I'm over here getting lambasted because, hey, I love good convo.
The caveat of this test is that watching movies and TV and eating are unfortunately not interests. And the goal is that at the end, you have a list of things you can mine content from. And I've been really racking my brain to try to figure out what my interests are. And this is not an uncommon problem. The internet is suffering from this in large swaths where other content creators are primarily just reacting to other people's content.
That's right, professional live streamer XQC is facing accusations of stealing content for his own reaction videos while making a complete mockery of other people's intellectual property rights.
Because that's an easy way to be like, I can't think about like, what, am I supposed to build a Lego house? Am I supposed to make a sushi, but instead of sushi, it's made of dust, wood? Did you talk about how you got into fish tanks for approximately 2 months and then abandoned the process?
No.
That was a long time.
Yeah, I felt like I had gotten past the point where it was interesting or fun or new to me. And then I said, I'm starting to have these stress dreams in which I wake up and all the fish are dead. And I'm not able to like take care of them properly, and I don't enjoy this anymore.
I'm blown away by lots of different things. But I find that I'm not contributing anything interesting. I haven't read a book, this is embarrassing, but I haven't read a book in years. I listened to a little bit of an audiobook and it blew my mind. I find it interesting when people have like things that I don't even know about. Like, check out this rash. Like, I remember one time I talked to this girl at a party and she was like, I make space station modules to send items to the space station.
That's sick.
And I was like, that's so much more interesting than what I've got going on.
When was this?
This was a decade ago. I mean, the ultimate goal is that people find me interesting. That's so embarrassing. And you could smell it, by the way. If you're at a party and you're talking to someone and they start bragging about like their new toe shoes, and it's just like, dude. We did go to the Korean spa together.
That did feel interesting.
And I found that was pretty interesting because we got to see each other's penises.
Yeah, I had no idea what you guys' balls looked like.
Because I tried to avoid looking directly at anyone's penises or because I didn't want to.
I didn't want to look at the penises, but I did want to look at the balls.
Where do we want to go for coffee? That could be interesting depending on where we choose.
Starbucks.
Is it being out of the norm? You know what I mean? Because is it interesting to put on pants? No, Jay, it's not. It's a normal thing to put on pants. You know, is it interesting to put on, well, you know, maybe a little halter, you tie yourself up.
What?
Now we're talking about something that could be interesting to some. You got kind of a cool vibe going on right now, Jay. This is sort of you're wearing all black and sunglasses. It's very like chic and fun.
Thanks. What about me, man?
The problem is that I'm tired. I'm tired, and mostly what I like to do is consume. That is really nice.
Really refreshing.
And very refreshing. Honestly, that's nice in a simple sort of way.
We might go to that trinket store after this.
I went to the grocery store and I picked up a box of Captain Crunch. And I haven't had Captain Crunch in probably, a long time. And I was like, that's interesting of you, Miles. Baked at the grocery store again, picking up a box of Captain Crunch. What an interesting life you lead, Miles. I was really backpatting myself.
I do want to be the type of guy that has like art books.
I know.
You know what I mean? So what do you think it is that makes somebody interesting, Jay?
I think it's just an eye open to life, an ear tuned to curiosity. No, don't go away. Come back.
Oh, sorry.
So essentially, I want to make my life interesting. So that way I can make interesting stuff. Movies, books, a children's book about a special little dog that actually has magical powers.
Are you ever worried when I come to a party with you I'm not going to be interesting enough?
No, genuinely never. Going to a party with Miles means I'm going to be very, very comfortable and feel very uplifted, and people are going to be very interested in talking to us.
It's really nice, Jay.
I know it is.
And then it hit me. It doesn't matter if you're interesting. It just matters that you surround yourself with people that care about the dumb little things you think. That day, Jay had gone on about fly fishing for 30 minutes, and I thought it was good because Jay is my friend.
I think we caught like a brown trout. And it's probably like, maybe it was like 12, 14 inches. That was my guess.
Mike even said something pretty smart and thoughtful too.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't think you yourself are an interesting person, you should change the way you are.
Being interesting is more about having confidence in your curiosity and sharing that sense of wonder with the people you meet along the way.
When I go to a party with you, it's guaranteed that everyone's going to want to
I don't want that in this.
So, no, you're good at a party too, Jay.
Thanks.
And are we interesting on a grand scale? Probably not. But sometimes the most interesting thing you can do is find a candy that's sour from a store and have it in the car with your boys.
We're not doing this to be cool. We're doing this to be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, because if somebody found out that we were doing something to be cool, that's actually lame. That's lame. That's not interesting at all. And to everyone out there who thinks we're not that interesting, this is a Warhead Extreme. Are you ready, boys?
Yeah. Oh, no. Get coming.
Yeah, good sour top. Oh. Man, that's so good though. That's really sour. Fades away pretty immediately.